Thank you for joining me. Today I am going to put some feelings on camera for you. Doesn't happen often. Maybe it'd help people actually if they maybe documented things around their thoughts and feelings. But my subject is really around working from home at the moment. So I am looking ragged and haggard and feel it as well, to be honest. So I'm on day 1 of 3 off this week, just having to get my annual leave in before next year, so just taking a random day off. Not been doing a lot at all, so both the wife and little man are at work and at school, so I'm just here on my Todd, pondering away. So I thought I'd share some thoughts with you. So if you're working from home, this is really going to hit home for you. If you're a boss that's actually not working from home and still working in an office premise, maybe this may hit home for you too. So I am looking rough and feel rough too. I feel deflated, demotivated. Bit difficult for me to feel great about myself, just in general. Working from home, you don't really have to pay a lot of attention to yourself, I suppose, not being around people too often. I've not had a shave, as you can see, looking scruffy as anything. I don't like not having a shave, really. It makes me feel a bit disgusting, because I think it looks a bit dirty on me. Some people can really rock facial hair, but me, it doesn't really work. So I think there's some things that I know I need to do, and there's some things that maybe you can take from this and know that you need to do. I've been trying really hard to work on my mental space, really. Around working from home, there's a lot of people that I speak to that are working in offices in my day-to-day, because I'm predominantly on phone calls most of the day. And these business-to-business calls happen, and they're like, "Oh, you're working from home, that must be great, I'd love it. I won't be able to get anything done, I'd be distracted." Actually, that's not all fun and games. My phone's pretty much attached to my ear the whole day. A lot of what I do is on the phone, so I don't actually leave my computer and my work desk, if you like, that have been created at home. But you might be able to see behind me, actually, I've commandeered my boy's bedroom during the week, so I don't normally have Lego heads and figurines and things behind me in an office. It's tricky time. It's a tricky time. So if you're working from home at the moment and you're struggling, you find it difficult, you are demotivated, you feel like crap. In some cases, if you think you look like crap, that's your call, no one else's. They've got some things that might be able to help you feel better. Mine, for instance, would be actually do my hair and bother with it. Although I'm not actually around people, I think getting ready and getting some clothes on, not sitting around in pyjamas and things all day, can help you feel a bit more motivated and a bit more of a person, if you like, of a normal person. Have a shave if you don't, if you've not been shaving, if you normally would have a shave and don't normally keep facial hair, like me. I mean, I should really take my own advice, which I'm going to do, and you'll see in maybe the next video, which will be around furlough. This is the window I normally work in front of, by the way, and as you can tell, the sun is really not doing me any favours at the minute. So we'll hope that dies down in a second. just things in general, really, that I wanted to share with you. I mean, I know for a fact that I've really, really, really let myself down working from home. Reasons I've let myself down, really, is because I was really focused on training, really focused on eating well, drinking lots of water, looking after myself in general. And I was doing all of this going into the office, and I've actually just sacked it all off. Actually no apparent reason. It's just really just didn't feel like doing any of those. So I've been eating rubbish because I'm at home, I'm near the cupboards and stuff, there's cake and there's chocolate and things always around, and it's easy, it's just really easy not to be arsed to do your hair, to do a lot of things to make yourself feel decent, to get ready, to get changed, if you like, out of whatever nightwear that you'd rock on a given day. It's just so easy to do those things, and actually all you're doing is beating yourself up. I've been doing it, I've been living it. I've been pretty much working at home since March, and maybe going into the office one day a week for a few weeks in the run, and then there was, of course, a second lockdown and even some scares at work around COVID. It was just not a place that I wanted to be in. My little boy he's type 1 diabetic, and he's 5 years old. That's an autoimmune deficiency, if you like. Why would you put yourself in harm's way to then pass on something so devastating to such a small, vulnerable person? No, not so small. If you know Hurley, is a stocky lad, he's a beast, really. I wanted to reach out to whoever gets to see this. If I can help one person, I've done a good job, I'm going to start practicing what I'm preaching even more so. I think I've got to the end of my tether, if you like, around feeling like absolute rubbish. It's the politest way I could put it, I think. Feeling heavier than usual, looking rougher than normal, feeling really slovenly and demotivated and fed up with it. It's not happening anymore. It needs to go. I need to find my happy place. Don't get me wrong, I love my house, but being confined in the house all the time it's quite difficult. It is quite difficult because you kind of shut away from your normal working life, your normal routine, if you will. I think mentally leaving work at work is a good thing to be able to physically do by going to work, the act of going to work and coming away from work. I think anybody that is working in an office now should actually be really grateful that they're able to go to work and do their normal day-to-day. The people working from home, if you're feeling the same as I do, share your thoughts and comments. People working in the office, if you think I'm talking rubbish, please share your thoughts and comments. Just let me know. I'd be interested to see what you guys think. Like I say, I've been at home crumbling, pretty much, sort of beating myself up about things, maybe judging myself more than I should do, feeling quite negative. Some things are around work, some things are personally. I think if people have got jobs at the moment, they're very lucky to have them, but I also think it's very difficult to have them. Mentally speaking, that is. Of course, it's to physically do a job can be quite easy, even though you might have a difficult job. I know for a fact my job isn't classed as easy, if you like. It's very challenging, but I think my biggest challenges are around how I deal with it mentally. Like I say, away from work it's rather difficult, disbanded from my team, if you will. There's a small team of us, we're a good group of people. away from a manager, if you like. I see myself as quite self-dependent anyway, but when you don't know that, when you don't have your manager there to be able to speak to in person, just like at the drop of a hat, something like that, it's all video calls and emails. Or even if you are a manager and you're just sending emails to people and you don't video call them, you don't see them, or they don't see you, be more present. You know, it's difficult. I think there was a time when a lot of my managers would just speak to me via emails or Teams messages, if you like. It's not the best thing. If you're sending a message to somebody and it's brief, let's say as a manager, as you're busy, and they're in a bad headspace, these people that are working away from you, you try and imagine how they read these things. Try and see into how can this sound? Can you make it sound friendly? Can you make it sound like you're not being abrupt and you're actually not having a go at them? It's almost like reading an angry text message. That text message might not be an angry text message, but if you're angry or upset, that's how you read it. You know, it's a perspective thing. You people that manage people make a massive difference. I know that I've made massive leeway with my manager recently. We've made some really good progress around how we interact with each other, what works best mentally, how people are dealing with things, and I think there's also been some more visibility around how different people are dealing with things. You know, people have got different mindsets. People have got a different headspace. Some people are still in the office. Some people are working from home. Some people do a bit of both. Some people have challenges working from home just because of the amount of software they've got or electronics that can back them up. It's rough. It is rough. And if you're working from home at the moment, you're having a hard time. I feel it. I do feel it. And you're not alone. A lot of people that I've spoken to working from home also agree that it's difficult. It's very difficult. It's difficult to be away from the norm, if you like. It's difficult to be out of routine. It's difficult to keep that motivation. It's difficult to keep as upbeat as maybe you normally are. It's all well and good speaking to people on the phone and things like that, but sometimes it doesn't quite make things right. Just for me, if you're a person that's kind of shut yourself away to work and you literally just work on your own, don't talk to anybody or anything, and try and reach out. If you're a person that's a manager or manage people or in any way, shape or form, speak to them. You know, speak to your people, talk to them. Don't just talk to them about instructions and work though. See how they're doing, see what's making them tick, see what's going off at the minute. You know, this broadcast is coming from November the 19th, 2020. It's a truly crazy year. And never in my entire life would I have dreamt this up or thought of what would have happened this year. The amount of negativity and the amount of crazy that's come from this year is unbelievable. Even uncharted. I don't normally talk to cameras very often. I will beat myself in my own brain. I will argue with myself really around what am I doing, what am I thinking, what am I feeling. Sometimes it just takes a bit of validation from somebody else. You don't need validating as a person, but I think it makes you feel a little more sane, realising that other people think and feel the same way. It's kind of why I wanted to share this video. Maybe gone on a bit longer than I wanted to, but I really hope that this helps somebody. If it does help, please let me know. I'm very, very keen to know when actually something I've said and done helps. There's one thing that did manage to get from being locked away, if you like. And my next video will be around sort of furlough, if you like. Furlough is a tricky time, but we'll save that one. Whilst being furloughed, it was rough. It was really, really rough. I'll share that on the next video. One good thing to come from it was some branding for merch that I'm going to be putting out there at some point soon. I really hope this was helpful. I'm not anybody special. I'm not rich and successful. I'm lucky. I would say I'm luckily where I am in my life, I am quite lucky. I have a roof over my head, I have a beautiful family. Do I have shed loads of money? No. Am I a rich, important, influential person? Certainly not. Sorry, Joe. But I am your average Joe. Run-of-the-mill dad, office worker. One of you people. One of you lovely people that's watching this video. I'm exactly the same as you. No different. Please let me know if this helps anyone, or if there's anything that even you want to ask me, you know. All your comments will help me, will help someone else. If you can take anything from this, help one other person, at least, in your work circle. Help them, support them, buddy them, whatever it takes. Just try and stick by them and try and help them through. Even if they're one of the people that are in the office and they're one of few people that are working in the office, stay in touch, you know. Try and close that gap. The gap between you and them, the office and the at-home people. Keep that sense of team alive. It's difficult, I know. End of my rant. This is all off the cuff. Everything. Just no editing, no fancy filters. Lighting has obviously been shocking because of that bloody sunshine in my eyes. Thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Please do like, subscribe. You can see a lot more from me. I'm going to be a lot more active on this channel. And I hope you enjoy it, find it helpful, whatever. Haters, stay away. This is a safe space. We want people to be able to share over here. So you share away, talk in the comments, do whatever helps you. Thanks again. Bye-bye.